The Spinnaker Tower is a 170 meters, which is 560 feet landmark observation tower in Portsmouth, England. It is the centerpiece of the redevelopment of Portsmouth Harbour, which was supported by a national lottery grant. Its shape was chosen by Portsmouth residents from a selection of 3 different designs: Spinnaker, Globe and Triple. The tower, designed by local firm HGP Architects and engineering consultants Scott Wilson and built by Mowlem, reflects Portsmouth's maritime history through its being modelled and named after a spinnaker, a type of sail that balloons outward. The tower was opened on 18 October 2005. The tower is owned by Portsmouth City Council, but operationally it is managed by Continuum Leading Attractions, a cultural attractions group based in York. Continuum also runs 5 other visitor attractions across the country. Following a commercial sponsorship deal with Dubai-based Emirates Airline, the tower was renamed in July 2015. As of April 2021, this sponsorship has now ended, and the Spinnaker Tower has been repainted to its original all-white paint scheme. The tower, at a height of 560 feet, is 2+1D, 2 times as high as Nelson's Column, making it one of the tallest accessible structures in the United Kingdom outside London. The tower is visible around Portsmouth, changing the horizon of the area. It can be seen from the Isle of Wight, the Manhood Peninsula, Highdown Gardens and Sisbury Ring in Worthing, and 9 Barrow Down in the Purbeck Hills, Dorset. The tower represents sails billowing in the wind, a design accomplished using 2 large white sweeping metal arcs, which give the tower its Spinnaker sail design. The steelwork was fabricated by Butterley Engineering.
It takes us about 28 seconds to get there, and that's because we're moving at 4 meters a second up one of the legs of the tower. So we're moving up and at an angle as well, even though it doesn't really feel like it. Once we get there, you'll notice we've got the glass floor in the middle. That's perfectly safe to walk, run, jump, dance across if you guys want to. Obviously you don't have to if not. We've got our sky garden on the 3rd floor, so there's stairs on the far end of the view deck. If you have any questions at all, Gemma and Emily are here for you guys.
At the top is a triple observation deck, providing a 360-degree view of the city of Portsmouth, the Langstone and Portsmouth harbours, and a viewing distance of 37 kilometers. The highest of the 3 observation platforms, the sky deck, has only a wire mesh roof, so visitors are open to the elements. The windows extend above head height, so it is not possible to get a view unobstructed by glass. A glass floor is located on the first viewing deck at 100 meters above sea level. The tower has a design lifetime of 80 years. The tower was originally to be named the Portsmouth Millennium Tower and was designed as a monument to commemorate the Millennium celebrations in the year 2000. The project was conceived in 1995, with an original opening date planned for late 1999. A choice of 3 different Millennium Tower designs were presented to the people of Portsmouth for a public poll in early 1998. Spinnaker 3 observation decks incorporated within the top of a Spinnaker sail-shaped truss structure, supported by conjoined twin towers that narrowed to a pinnacle at the top. Globe, a multi-floor transparent observation globe supported by twin support columns on opposing sides of the globe. Triple, 3 towers in a narrow triangular formation, the towers linked together by trusses. The tallest of the 3 towers with a funnel-like top giving access to offset observation decks, supported by the 2 shorter towers. The poll was undertaken by Portsmouth City Council, in conjunction with Portsmouth's local newspaper The News, between 11 February 1998 and 23 February 1998. The total number of votes received were 9476, with 65% of the votes selecting Spinnaker, a design by local architects Heddy Greentree Associates Limited. Due to political, financial, contractual and construction problems and extra funding requests by the builders, Mowlem construction did not begin until 2001 and was completed in mid-2005. Because of the 6-year delay in opening and not having been ready for the millennium as planned, the tower was renamed Spinnaker Tower instead. The overall development project was over budget, with the tower costing £35.6 million alone. Taxpayers were never intended to fund the tower, but Portsmouth City Council eventually contributed £11.1 million towards construction. Once open, the tower attracted crowds in excess of expectations, despite only the internal lift, working with more than 600,000 people visiting it in the first year. It is one of a number of observation towers around the world that have become popular, including Vancouver's Harbour Centre, Toronto's CN Tower, Blackpool's Tower, New York City's One World Trade Center, and Shanghai's Oriental Pearl Tower. In June 2006, the local press raised a concern that the tower might be forced to close. All public buildings in the UK require disabled access under the 1995 Disability Discrimination Act. With the external lift inoperative and only a single internal lift and stairs available as emergency escape routes, disabled people were not allowed to access the tower if they would be unable to use the stairs, because a minimum of 2 escape routes are required by law. This problem was rectified by investing in an evacuation chair and training staff to use it. In the event of evacuation, should the internal lift be inoperable, those unable to navigate the 570 steps can use the evacuation chair. The Spinnaker Tower, being a landmark of southern England, features in the title sequence of the BBC South Today news programme. It also features on ITV News. In June 2000, the stunning 170-metre icon of the South Coast and Britain's best viewing tower. Discover some of the fascinating stories of the people and places that have helped form Portsmouth's rich history with the sale of the Solent animated pre-show. Then, ascend to the view decks to see where all the action took place and delve into the secrets of this most fascinating sea and landscape with the interactive iView interpretation screens. Venture across the amazing glass skywalk and watch the boats bobbing about in the waves below your feet, then test your head for heights with Altitude, a cutting-edge virtual reality experience which takes you on a walk along one of the ribs that make up the tower's iconic Spinnaker shape. Spinnaker Tower visitors can experience Altitude for just £14 per person, available to purchase on View Deck 1. After the adrenaline rush, head up to the Sky Garden with its open roof to sit back and relax with the stunning view, or enjoy coffee and cake at the Clouds, located 105 meters above the harbour, or why not pre-book a high tea or ticket and sparkles package to enjoy a glass or two of Prosecco whilst you take in the vista. Alternately head back down to terra firma and tuck into lunch at the Waterfront Cafe. The Spinnaker Tower also hosts a number of great evening events. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel.